I filmed this review once, and I accidentally deleted it. I'm not very happy now. Sharknado 2, the second one. So Sharknado 2, the second one, stars Ian Zierring, Tara Reid, and all of Hollywood, and is directed by Anthony C. Ferrante. The film follows Finn and April, played by Ian Zierring and Tara Reid. A little while after the first movie happened, they're now seen as heroes. Tara Reid's character has written a book, and they're going to New York to visit some family when another Sharknado happens. Or is it 2? So my expectations for Sharknado 2, the second one, like, what can you expect going into these movies? They're gonna be bad. I mean, they're about sharks and a tornado. I mean, you can't expect Oscar-worthy stuff. You can only hope to have a good time. And I saw the first movie, and I thought it was really awful, but I thought it was really entertaining. But it was kind of boring at parts, but it was so funny that I was able to overlook it. And this movie is so bad. But it's so entertaining! Yes! This movie is awesome, and it's so much better than the first movie, and it's so stupid, and it's awesome. So I'm gonna get the negatives first. The acting by most everyone is pretty awful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, everyone is pretty awful in this movie. Tara Reid especially. I want to talk about Tara Reid for a minute. Her acting, I haven't seen this bad of acting in so long. She is up here. Like, she is so bad in this movie. Her crying in this movie is so funny. Play the clip. Play it now. Acting is so bad in this movie. She is easily the worst person that's in this movie. The direction by Anthony C. Ferrante is pretty awful too. The action scenes are filmed okay. Like, there's nothing terribly wrong with them except that they're so stupid. But this movie is so awful, and I don't even know what he thought he was doing while making this movie. But I think he knew that he was making something special. He made something special, alright. The screenplay is so bad. I can't even put into words how bad the dialogue is, how bad the drama is, how bad, like, the setups for everything, how bad the whole screenplay is. I can't even put it into words. It is so awful. Some of the lines, some of the speeches that people deliver, oh my god. I'm done. The special effects look like they were made in some children's film camp. Some of the sharks look so awful, and the tornadoes, the Sharknados, I caught myself there. The Sharknados are spinning, they look so bad, and like Lady Liberty's head just falls off, and like blood is like splattered everywhere throughout the entire movie, and it all looks so awful. The logic in this movie, none of the logic makes sense. It doesn't matter if it's with physics. As I said, Lady Liberty's head falls off. She keeps going. She doesn't slow down at all. She just keeps going. There's no wind or anything. She just keeps going down the street. I think she even turns. Like, there's nothing. Like, I think she just turns down and she's going down a completely different street. Like, screw physics. I mean, and sharks. Sharks don't need water. They can just live on oxygen. They can go in tornadoes, and they can survive, and they can eat people, and they're still alive while they eat people, and even when they're not in the Sharknado, they're just, but does any of this matter at all? Do any of these things matter? Absolutely not. This movie is amazing. This movie is seriously one of the most entertaining movies I've seen in so long. I have not had this much fun watching a movie in I don't even know how long. I was on my bed, I was watching this movie in this room right now, and I was curled up in a ball from how much I was laughing and how much fun I was having. In the next morning, my sides and my stomach were hurting so much from how much I was laughing. Like, I haven't laughed this hard at any comedies that have come out this year. I've laughed a lot during a lot of comedies this year, but this movie made me laugh so hard and so frequently that I don't even consider it a bad movie. I consider it a comedy because it is so amazing. This movie is also really fast paced. It just went by like that, and I don't even know what it was because the first movie was entertaining. Like I said that a little while ago. It's entertaining and it's really funny, but it was boring, and it went by, and it was like, it was shorter than this, and it felt a lot longer, and it was kind of boring at parts. Whereas this movie, it goes by like that. One of the best parts about this movie are the cameos. So many people in Hollywood and show business and pop culture in general, they're in this movie. Matt Lauer and Al Roker from the Today Show, what are they doing here? I don't know. They have one of the best scenes of the entire movie though. There's a scene in the movie, I won't spoil it, but it involves someone riding a shark mid-air. It's amazing. I didn't know I wanted to see that in my life. I didn't know that I wanted to see ride a shark. They're riding it midair as they're falling. Lastly, Ian Zierring's speech in this movie, he's standing on top of a fire truck. I had heard that this scene was awesome by my cousin because him and I were texting each other during this movie, but I was a little behind him, and he was saying that the scene on top of the fire truck is amazing. That didn't even prepare me for how awesome of a speech Ian Zierring gave. So Sharknado 2, the second one, is an awful movie. If I were grading it just on a movie alone, I'd give it a 2 out of 10. It is seriously so bad, but I'm willing to boost up that grade because of how entertaining this movie is. If I were just rating it on entertaining alone, I'd give it a 10, but I can't. So I give it a 6 out of 10. This movie is amazing, and I'm debating getting it on Blu-ray just so I can cherish it for the rest of my life because I have not had this fun watching a movie in so long. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please comment, rate, and subscribe. As always, I'm DS Hockey Boy 15. Bye!